It is my pleasure to welcome everyone to San Antonio. This is the home of COPS Metro. Today launching 50 years of organizing, celebrating.
This is a symposium to celebrate 50 years. Now it's fitting to do so in San Antonio because this is where IAF organizing was reimagined and entered a new chapter.
10 years ago, the City Council did not care how many of our people drowned or lost homes and properties because of flooding. 10 years ago, not one politician attended our first convention. How many are here today?
Drainage, roads, parks, libraries, other things, right? And those are incredible. But there's something more important than the victories. And that's the recognition and the standing that COPS began to command. Leaders became public actors and made themselves important. It created a sense that things could be different. And soon after they saw what was happening in San Antonio, leaders in other cities began to ask, how do we begin to organize?
We are over 200 strong, representing 33 organizations across this great land.
Phoenix, Arizona, Coast in California,
Colorado, in Central Iowa,
Northwest Arkansas,
in Louisiana's history,
West Michigan, Nebraska,
Nevada,
New Mexico,
and Oklahoma,
Houston, Texas.
We came up with a strategy, Community Lighthouse strategy, to make sure and ensure that our institutions were able to have power in times of disaster.
CNN called us the poorest place in America, but we fought the third largest cable company in the country, and we won.
We took on slumlords, deplorable apartment conditions. We won.
In El Paso, we've been organizing for 43 years. In that time, we brought $1 billion, billion with a B.
We were able to push LA County to provide physical and mental health for 150,000 uninsured, vulnerable Angelenos.
During the pandemic, we got the County Board of Supervisors to expand health care to our vulnerable ag workers, and you all got to buy produce in your grocery stores.
CCG led the charge in passing one of the strongest wage theft protections in the nation in the city of Denver.
From securing strong funding for Meals on Wheels to winning legislation for the first affordable housing tax credit in the state, we're getting things done in Nevada.
Today, we have organized 70 institutions across the state to demand immigration reform and investments in strengthening all families in Nebraska.
But the most important thing is we're strong people.
Democracy is the project of building a society commensurate with human dignity that realizes the common good. But that only happens if the people themselves, ourselves, do it. And in the process, discover our own dignity and vocation as the citizens of democracy.
Because this work at its core is about leadership development. And so these habits and practices that we have, that we teach, that we pass on in the IAF are really about creating, embodying, and passing on a different culture.
IAF has transformed me from a me person to a we person. The IAF culture is about people. People talking to each other. People building bonds of trust. And people building power.
If we're going to have a living tradition, we have to have communities of engaged citizens. We have to have political friendships.
And I think we don't know our American history if we think that American history is all about individualism. It really, in many ways, is about community.
You know, the IAF is a jewel. Given the challenges we face today, there's nothing better than the IAF.
We have this letter from Pope Francis to the members of the West-Southwest Areas Foundation. I greet you with sincere affection at the start of your Jubilee year. I offer you my apostolic blessing, extending it to your families, loved ones, and the communities with whom you work. Francis.
It comes down to this. Freedom isn't free, so we must do the work. We cannot wait. We will not wait.
for someone else to do the work for us.